Hey everybody, how you doing? NASCAR Xfinity Series Open at Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'll be in the GoPro Mustang number 10 car today. I'm starting 11th in a field of 29 single split. Race length is 90 laps, which equals 135 miles. Atlanta Motor Speedway is a 1.5 mile quad oval. There's 24-degree banking in the turns and 5-degree banking on the straightaway. All right.
The road is closed.
I've mentioned before that I find the Xfinity car the hardest car to drive of the top tier series here in NASCAR. And oh my God, this car is horrible here. The VRS setup that I have, I'm using it. I have made more changes on that than I ever have before. And that, it was just so bad loose. It was undrivable to me. I have no doubt in the right pair of hands, this was a fast as fuck setup. My hands are not those hands. So, very diverse field, 5,200 I rating down to a 366 single split, 29 drivers. I expect a wreck fest. So back to the setup. I had 65% tape. I took half of that off and went down to 35%, and that is the fastest and easiest way to tighten a car up. Plus it was running just a little warm, so no harm there. Ooh, I need to get Jimbo up. I don't have CrewChief up. Where are you at, Jimbo? I'm not seeing your icon. Mother puss bucket. Whatever. Hang on a second here.
You have 4 additional sets of tyres for this race. Be smooth and have a good run.
There you are.
Radio check.
Spotter, radio check.
Okay, anyway, so I took...
temp is 86 Fahrenheit, P11.
Thanks, Jimbo. I took almost 50% of the tape off. It was at 65. I took it down to 35. I went to 14-to-1 steering ratio. I do that all the time on every setup. And then, because it was 12-to-1 the way it was set up. And then I just did not like the steering offset. It seemed to be pulling me into the wall, and it was at a +6, so I took it down to 0. That seemed to make the car so much more drivable to me. So,
to catch up to car number 6.
This is going to be all about throttle manipulation here. We're driving on ice. That's the way it feels. This will be survival. And when I mean survival, I mean don't self-inflict. Go slow, go to the back. I mean, I'm not going to go to the back. But wow, I mean,
lining up behind the 6.
This race here is the race I can do more damage to myself than anybody else doing it to me. That's the way I just got to be super careful here. I may not talk a whole lot during this one, man. It is 11 o'clock Thursday, Iowa time, by the way.
Get ready. Green. Clear.
Look at that, we're just all tiptoeing through 1 and 2. Not until you almost come to a straight can you give it gas. And then off hard. Ooh, that was a heavy-duty blink. Let the car just rotate and roll through the corner. Then finally gas. The car gets progressively quicker through the first 5 laps I have found. Then it settles down. See, look at my rearview mirror. That 19 is doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. The guys up front are doing the exact same thing, where our gap has kind of remained the same. Ooh, big fan out behind me. There's the first one. Car feels good, Chad. I got to drive what the car wants to be driven, not the way I want to drive it. This is not one of those I'm going to be talking, I can put anywhere. I'm going to have a hard time pinning the bottom so far that I've found out in my practice runs. like I normally do. I'm going to have to stay up near this seam. I'm going to start gravitating toward the bottom as the tires wear, of course, but I'm nervous, if you can't tell. Babbling on. All right, so that's enough for that. We'll see you at the restart. Oh, by the way, we have 5 sets of tires, which means we can get 18 laps before we could change tires.
So, looks like it'll be on the inside. Should help us a little bit.
Okay, the chatters are right up ahead of me, and there's during the caution here been some discussion on someone not being able to go at the green, and there it is. So let's be aware of that. And we saw a couple of them squiggle, and you can spin the tires real easy here. That's why I grabbed the 3rd gear pretty soon, probably earlier than you should.
Slide back in your seat there, bud. Get a little belt, a good tug. Get a look at your steering wheel.
Because this car does want to hook right under power at the top end of the RPM spectrum.
Pace car's off. Yeah, smart there. All right, boss man. Pace car's off. Be ready. Green flag, green flag, green flag. Outside, outside.
Oh!
1 minute 19, 27, 3, 8. Still outside.
And that time it hooked left. This also appears to be a bad seam walking car. All right, well, at the back of the field. Nobody behind me, no pressure from behind. Well, okay. I can get into a groove now. Get a feel of the car, get more comfortable with the car, become one with the car.
The lap time was at 32.3.
Boy, you get into the gas so late here.
Outside. Still outside. Still there at your door. Still outside. Clear high.
West Neck is now in the lead. That lap was at 32.3.
Okay, we see some other guys having issues and getting down on the apron apparently.
E21. The last lap time was at 32.2.
I did kind of experiment with that, starting out high and then cutting it down across. There's one going. He's down on the apron, should not bring out the yellow. And this is one of those races with the tire wear that I'm not so sure that getting tires is going to be a positive. And don't take two.
32.413. Stick to the basics, be nice and smooth. Outside. Clear, clear.
Was at 32.5.
Look at the seam walking. Yep. No, I hate doing this through the quad.
Outside. Still outside. Get him out of the way, Earl. 4. I'm on it. Still out there. 32.773. Clear high.
I have to force myself to steer out towards the wall just a little bit.
Outside. Still out there. Still outside. Clear high. 32.955.
God.
You've just done a 32.9.
Poker on the bottom.
Well, there's one out, so I won't finish dead last. Yeah, it's really pushing now. But hey, we're 18 laps in. This is when we could theoretically get tires. Not counting caution laps. Yeah, he's pushing up pretty bad. But the car feels so much more stable now that it's tight. And I can run a tight car
33.0
and protect my tires. A little bit of braking. Now look at that walk, man.
Outside. Still outside. Clear high.
When you start to push, you just got to get off the throttle like I did there, and you saw in turn 1 there. I mean, I'm at a crawl, but he's on the outside pushing, and got by him pretty easy, really.
Last lap was at 33.6.
Plus, I can get into gas a lot harder sooner. Also, I just reminded myself, take my hand off the wheel as it starts walking, and then you're not fighting it. And then it kind of settles down. It walks, but not nearly as bad.
33.564.
That lap time was 33.6.
Which is a good segue into, I'm sure a lot of my viewers are also viewers of Nebon 5's channel. Oh, there's a whole lot of smoke up there. Is he down? It sure looks like it. Okay. And where Nebon was talking about force feedback a couple weeks ago, or a couple episodes ago. And he kind of had a teaser headline that force feedback makes you slower, which is contrary to what everybody's ever told you about force feedback. But if you've seen it, it's pretty cool. If not, go take a look at it. And he gives some really good examples as to, visual examples as to how feedback can kind of hinder you. He also talks about how a lot of the top-ranked Coca-Cola guys do not use any feedback at all, force feedback at all. To that end, he said, you know, I'm not that good. I have to have feedback, as I do, and I'm sure many of you do. So, you know, you come over here to the setup page, graphics adjustment page, and there you, at the bottom you see, you know, the force feedback strength, and right now the word auto, because it is set somewhere where it thinks it should not be. It wants me to click auto, and then it'll set the feedback for the track and for how I'm racing. And I have found in the past that really does help. Okay, so anyway, during practice, I think it was 14, maybe 16 on the force feedback. I'm going to start dialing down my force feedback just a little bit. You can see I went down to about 10 there. I'm going to do that across all the series and all the cars and all the tracks. You know, I'll let the force feedback determine what it should be, then I'll take some off that I can feel comfortable with. You know, and, you know, I don't think I'm ever going to get to 0, but maybe based, you know, per Nebon's experiments and his examples, maybe it'll help in the long run. You know, I don't know. Ooh, in the wall.
33.789.
There's another one out. He was one of the talkers during that first caution.
Outside. Still outside. Clear high.
Making a little headway here and there. This should put me, well, that was a lapper. Okay, never mind. I'm in 16. A lot of guys have come down and got tires, apparently.
34.104. Come on, Earl, get him by there.
All right, I'm only 17 seconds behind the leader, about a half a lap, a little more than a half a lap, so in no real danger of getting lapped yet. There's another one coming down. Okay, I'm thinking, oh boy, don't think. Stay out until the leader does. Only 17 cars on the lead lap. A good chunk of the field, of course, but we've seen it before where guys start peeling off. They just can't ride it out. They want that fresh rubber, and I'm just going to stick it out until I hear leader on pit road. And I'm going to start having to watching my big map on my other monitor. since I'm so far back that I can see him come down. Right now it's the number 2 car, as you see, with the number 1 car right behind him. They're just now going into 2, or into 1. There's another disconnect. There's another one coming in. And we got a wreck. They kept it going. No yellow. Hot damn.
314. That was 34.0.
He did a great job of getting out of the way, especially through the quad oval there. All right, in 14th.
34.006.
One coming out.
Is not a spot. Is not a spot.
Well, I'm kind of hesitant of trying to pass these guys. Yeah, let's let it shake out. Let them figure out who's going to go in front, and then I'll follow suit. Or take them both down the backstretch. Nope. Just chill, just chill. Okay, this guy's on new tires.
Outside. Get Lampers out of the way, Earl. Go. Clear. 34.675.
Okay, we're starting to get into a scrum here.
34.263 inside. Clear.
That I don't particularly want to be a part of.
Clear. Inside.
Back it off, back it off.
There, big girl.
Leader's behind me now on the relative board.
Best I can tell you, the lap down.
So he's 6 seconds back. If he laps me, I'm coming in. I mean, we got 30 laps to go on fuel. He could go the distance.
35.339.
About 8 laps or so from half distance. You know, so we can fuel, we can pit just a little after half and know that we have plenty of fuel. And still 3 sets of tires on the table. I just was not close enough to make anything happen there.
34.092.
34.1.
Yeah, seam walking. I couldn't keep it. He did a great job staying down that time. Yes, he did. Three seconds back is the leader. And again, I'm just kind of daydreaming here, not just... I could have got the 19 through there.
34.54.
And he's gone. That's unnerving. That's a hard blank. You know, where the hell is he? He just disappeared. Snap. Let's see if that gives me 14th this time.
34.409.
It does. Yeah, it did. So he just must... I didn't see no disconnect or anything, so he might have pulled down on the apron and punched out. Don't know. Okay, that's the leader right behind me in the rearview mirror, 1.2 seconds. I am the last car right now on the lead lap in 14th. There's pretty clear sail. Yeah, there's the 19. He fell. Okay, so there's a lot of room behind the leader.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
Consistently slow. Okay, here comes the leader. There he goes.
Inside. Clear.
Okay, Dave, we're in the lucky dog position right now.
Yep. Let's see if we can't. Let's see. He passes the number 9 car. Okay, there's a couple of them that just peeled off. I think the 9 was one of them. They knew they were going to go a lap down. Okay, there we are, halfway. I'm still lucky dog. We'll let these guys cycle out their pit stops. I'm right here with the leader. I can see when he dives down. So we'll let these guys cycle through their pit stops. Whole bunch of them. And if they bring out a caution in the next 5 so laps, then I'm sitting pretty as the lucky dog.
On this tank, our last lap was at 34.4.
And we got lots of time. 19 laps to go. So the number 12 car in 9th. When the leader passes him, he becomes the lucky dog. He's he's a couple seconds ahead of the leader.
Okay, Dave, there's a car exiting and it's heads up.
We got guys on new tires coming storming through.
5.
Come on, guys, go.
Inside. Inside clear. Inside. 34. 26. 91. Clear if you need it. On the bottom inside. Door quarter clear. Inside. Colonel, get him the fuck out of the way. All right. Inside clear. Inside. Still inside. Clear low.
Oh, this is a handful. Okay, still the lucky dog. Okay, that was the number 12 car. He just said you're welcome.
35.
So I imagine he just got passed by the leader. And he is lucky dog. We'll wait one more lap. Is that the leader? Nope, that was number 2. Okay, we're coming in. We're coming in.
Watch your speed. We'll fuel you to the end of the race.
Well, this has been an interesting race.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
Oh, I fucked that up completely.
Back it up, back it up, back it up. Far forward, back it up.
James, he's leading the race.
Get to the left. Far forward, back it up, back it up.
Oh, what a clusterfuck.
The leader.
Leader's on pit road.
Is pitting.
Too far right, gotta get to the left. Get to the left. All right, we're too far back. Gotta come forward, gotta come forward.
What a clusterfuck. I have not fucked up a stop like that. That bad.
There's traffic behind. Take
You're on the
care.
way.
I heard him calling it out, but I just couldn't see my guys because of that other car, and I got discombobulated.
Lap traffic up here. Outside. Clear high.
Okay, remember, on ice.
Inside. Clear.
But
1 minute.
I am about 4 gallons less of weight in the back, so that should help just a little bit maybe. Okay, in 15th. 2 laps down. But some of these guys I'm going to start passing that came in 5, 10, 20 laps ahead of me. Because unless we get a caution, this is the last set of tires to the end of the race. And they may,
0.897.
being on a completely different tire cycle, have to come in again for their personal well-being. And since they did it the first time, I have no doubt that they are thinking about that shortly. Only position car is the one behind me at 5 seconds.
Fastest lap for North Crawford, 31.2.
Ooh, he was fighting the wheel there. Okay, he stayed out he stayed out 4 laps longer than I did.
33.136.
The lap time was at 33.1.
ahead of us.
Westport is now leading.
Good job.
Outside. 32.165. Clear high, clear high. Lap down, right? 4, then 4. 32.478. Working the top. Earl, get these fucking cars out of the way. I'm on it. Clear, clear. Inside, inside, inside. Still there. Clear on the bottom.
Thank God it didn't seam walk there.
That was at 32.8.
Okay, that's a position. I'm sure this is his third stop. We got a position behind me.
32.4.
13th place.
No white on the relative board ahead of me. But I'm maintaining about a 4-second interval on the number 3 car in third behind me. All right, we'll let the 17 go.
Outside, you want it? 32.921.
E14.
We'll see if we catch that 17 in about 10 laps here. Because he just came out of the pits. I passed him coming out. That was threading the needle on the outside down the backstretch there.
32.9.
Our time was 32.9.
Keep faster, man. I keep telling him. I'm working up here.
Third place car number 3, still about 3 seconds behind me. Yep, see, we're seeing more guys that dove off early doing it again.
Not a spot, I don't think. No, just not a spot. He has a lap down, right? 4, then 4. Clear.
I think that's the second time he's moved out of the way that spectacularly. Thank you very much.
Outside. 33.168. Still outside. outside. Door quarter clear.
He was probably thinking, come on, motherfucker, I gave you the room, get around me. That did seem to take a while.
0.158.
Yep, really pushing now. We're 16 laps into this run. A long way to go on these tires, but I went half the distance on the first set. Not a lot of room for advancement currently. Okay, I was looking at the number 3 car in third. He must have gotten past, because we've got the number 11 in ninth, about a second behind me now.
Times are pretty consistent.
All right, that's good to hear. Boy, having to change your driving style so radically about every 5 laps.
Lap car up there, 33.499. Outside, clear, clear.
Ooh, that high to low cut worked really well there, didn't it? But he was giving me room. I mean, thank you very much. It wasn't. That was an assist, of course. But it did help facilitate the pass.
Time was 83.6.
Missed the timing there just a little bit that time.
Outside. Quarter outside. Still there. All clear. Outside. Outside. Still there. 33.534. You're clear. 20 laps to go right now.
Well, like I said, I think, let's pay attention to the matter at hand here. It's looking like 14th. I mean, there's going to have to be some wholesale pit stops for me to pick up any other spots here. I am one of 2 cars, 2 laps down, and the number 17 car is the one that passed me a while back and has checked out.
Earl, get him the block out of the way. All right.
Nobody behind me. Like I said, I'm one of 2 cars, 2 laps down. I'm in my own, on my own lap, if you will. So just keep her between the wall and the grass and bring it home. No need to get uppity and try to pass anybody. I can even just kind of start cruising. Somebody comes up, let them go. Well, kind of a disappointing finish it's going to turn out to be. But I fucked up on that second start, that restart, man. And when it pulled me down to the apron, I knew immediately, just stay here. Just stay here.
33.5.
But
Just done a
if I can pull out this 14 here in the next 20 laps or 18 laps or so, it will be a 0X. Oh, there's one. Ooh, he just blew. Okay, that probably will be a position ultimately. I've got 8th, 9th, and 3rd place right behind me. All right, this car behind me is going to get me within the next lap. Well, maybe not. It kind of fell back there. Everybody's struggling.
33.674. Working on them in front of you.
Time was 33.6.
Inside.
I was hoping we could both get by him, but he wasn't playing.
Inside. Clear on the bottom.
And again, don't really care about what's going on up here.
35.26.
Go right ahead.
Outside. Clear high.
Yeah, the number 25's got to get by me.
In front of you, up against the wall. 35.984.
Jesus, man. Just come barreling right on through. Dumb fucker.
Outside. Clear high.
Of course, he was so far back, maybe the spotter wasn't calling out, but you should have seen the smoke. You know what I mean?
36.273.
Okay, remember that one that blew up? I didn't check to see if he was a lapper or a red. I haven't gained a position yet. I'm still in 14th.
34.14. Great job, man. Time to go.
Okay, there it is. There it is. In the 13th, the Baker's dozen spot. All right, well, and that picks me up some high rating. I was at 4, now I'm at 11 positive. And a 0X. Just a few more laps, about 5. I'm 2 laps down. It's showing 7, so that should be about 5 laps to go. Ooh, 16. Here. I need to get by him.
Outside. Clear high, 34.75. 5.
Hey, we got the number 5 car right behind, or yeah, number 5 and 8 behind me. He's struggling a little bit. He was right up there to me.
You've just done a 33.7.
Is that good? Actually, it's better than the 34s I was turning. All right, no pressure from behind, no pressure from up front. Just bring it home. 5 more laps, 5 more laps. Well, after my bobble, I was nut on the field. I think I was, what, 29? So I gained 16 spots through attrition and 1 or 2 legitimate passes.
Outside. Go outside. Clear. 33.84.
Just done a 33.8.
Down to a crawl. You know, this is probably boring as fuck to watch, except for you hardcores. But I enjoyed the fuck out of it, actually. You know, I mean, I came in here with great feelings of fear and trepidation, and I didn't want to be here, to be honest with you. And held it together, I mean, to a point. Had a horrible pit stop, my worst pit stop ever. That'll be the replay du jour. But, and then, you know, grabbed that gear on the restart after I said you got to be careful that the car doesn't pull to the right, and it pulled me to the left. Overcompensating or something, I'm not sure. So, anyway, 13th. Ooh, there's
Come to the white.
All right, Dave, push now. We can catch this guy.
I just got 12th somehow. He must have been in the pits. I didn't pass him. I saw it on the relative board. His number was spinning fast to the negative, if you know what I mean.
34.25.
All right.
Just done a 34.2.
Well, I don't know if this was actually fun. I mean, I enjoyed this. I enjoy this. The long green flag runs, where you have to think your way through it sometimes and change with the car and change to the car and answer to the car. And I mean, so there it is. Hot damn. Well, 12.
Okay, we're done.
Check your flag. Sorry about that, dude. Really nothing we could have done there.
I think it was a pretty good finish. 1 caution. Single split. What a diverse field. You know, like I said, 366 I rating up to 5,200. That was a lot of fun, guys. Thank you.
Off. Make sure you save your batteries. Make sure the batteries in the car, the radio batteries in the car, get turned off. Cut the master switch, all that stuff in the car. Come on, go hard.
Cut the master switch. Go, 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 he says. All right. All right, well, you know what? Hey, overall, not too bad. Plus 18 on the I rating and a 0X. Clean, incident-free, clean race in the Xfinity car that I'm not loving at the moment. And you know what? Maybe that's something important. I'm learning how to drive the car you know, through intimidation and I don't know. But anyway. All right. Hey, thanks for coming along for the ride, and we'll see you next time.